Good afternoon, beautiful people. So, as you can see in front of you here, I have a whole bunch of large cent US coins here. Now, I have not started the album yet, but I need to accumulate some coins, right? And so this is the way that I would go about it. I previously, let me see if I can bring you in, because these are hard to see because of the brown color. It just makes them completely disappear. So I already had this one, and this was a purchase from, of course, another time. So there's a 53, a 48, a 45, another 48, and I do buy multiples of the same date. Reason being is that way I can compare the ones that I have to each other to come up with the best looking coins for my album. Okay, so those are the ones that I already had. Then I stopped off at my local coin shop and picked up some more. And so this one here is in good, $20 and 1837. And a good, of course, is not going to get us a nice looking coin, is it? But a good is at least a date on a coin, and that's what we're really looking for. So like this one I just showed you, Liberty looks okay, but then when you go to this one here, it's fine, and the Liberty pops out at you, the hairlines pop out at you, and like I said, it's really difficult to see it unless you're looking at it under a light, and I'm trying to get a good reflection for you. But here's a very good, you can see this one started to wear down a whole bunch more. Back is okay. Here's a 40, 1940, 1840, sorry, and another $20 coin, and it's saying in good. Then we have a 44 for 12 bucks, almost good, and like I say, I'll definitely agree to that, but I do have a date on it. So here's a 1945, and oh, the back of that looks pretty sharp. Looks really nice. 1946. So I'm just trying to get a whole bunch of these together so I can start making a complete set, or at least trying to get a complete set. The price tag on these is not that bad. Of course, then there's always going to be coins in every category that are going to be a little bit too costly to buy them in a really nice shape. I mean, like that one there was fine. It was 25 bucks. That's, like I said, that for me, that's kind of like a price range I can handle. And as you can see, most of these are, yeah, I do have a $30 one over here in a few minutes. Here's a good for 19. And like I said, you can definitely tell that's just a good because it's starting to wear down. Here's a fine, and I might not agree with this fine, but it does look decent for that year. Here's a 1850, and this one was 25 bucks. It was also considered a fine. And like I said, you can start seeing it now just because of the bronze look. You know, these other ones are so dark, you know, you really have to put a light to it just to be able to pay attention to what's going on with it. Anyhow, here's a 51 in very good, and I'm going to say, yeah, that does look very good. Hope y'all are getting a better picture than what I can see that y'all are getting at, and this only comes from turning the coin. But here's that very fine for 30 bucks, and again, see the word Liberty up here? We just went through one a second ago. No, sorry, I'm looking for one to compare it to that we just saw a minute ago, and the Liberty stood out a whole lot better, but I can't seem to find it at the moment. But see, the word Liberty, it's not very pronounced, and that's why I'm wondering, why did it get a very fine? So even the back, there's it's just worn down in this area. I would have figured it had been a little bit better than that. Here is a 1854 very fine, and it's not looking too bad. It's 30 bucks also. It looks like the strike, when they came to punch it, wore out in certain areas. And here's a 56. This is porous. It's very good, but it's porous. And yeah, this kind of coin right here, when especially this age, 1856, this could have been metal detected and brought up and cleaned up. And hey, it looks like a pretty coin. It looks really nice. So I just got in today some more coins, and so they're going to, of course, go into this pile. But here's a 1845, and if I went off with the other ones, this would be a very good to a fine, in my opinion. Let's see, 45, 47. This one goes to the good category. It's not a lot of information there anymore. 48. Not too bad looking. 49. Yeah, so see here, the word Liberty is almost completely gone, rubbed down. So see how that one pops up. It kind of looks like it's been cleaned, but that looks pretty decent, I think. It looks really nice. You see the beads in the hair lines. I wouldn't, I'd like to say, is this counterfeit or not? But, personal opinion, who would counterfeit a penny? It's like, oh man, I have to make more of those. I don't know. Anyhow, there's another one. He's calling it extra fine, and I'm gonna say that looks pretty decent. I might have just given it a fine though, but they call it, oh, it says corrosion. Again, whenever it has corrosion on it, that just makes me think of somebody finding it during a metal detecting expedition, we call it. Make it sound exciting. Here's another one. But I mean, y'all do know I have a metal detector, and if I find something like this, I'll just retire. I already am retired, so that was a joke, people. Anyhow, here's a 1850, and this is probably a good or almost good. The back is just fine. The front is really, as you can see, worn down quite a lot there. And so this little video was just to say, hey, you know what? I'm starting and going to start a complete collection of these. All have little places to go because they, like I said, they get to double up, and from the doubling up, then we get to decide which ones go into the book. And I haven't even bought the book yet, so isn't that interesting? So 49, and anyhow, what I'm trying to get at here is that you need extras, because if you only buy one coin, well, and it's that date, well, then that's the one that goes in your book. Well, I like to have a comparison and say this one looks better than this one, or vice versa, and put the one that I believe looks the best into the Dansko or whatever. More than likely a Dansko album if I can find one. Here's these all go into these slots. And personally, I don't care if I have doubles, triples, quadruples of any one coin. It allows me to make a little bit better educated guess as to which one looks better and which one goes into my set. Okay, anyhow, I'm boring y'all to death. I love all of y'all. Y'all be good. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow, and we'll talk at you again later.